Donald Trump and his children, apparently, have decided that the best way to fight the charges that Donald Trump is facing is to not only attack the judge, not only attack the Manhattan District Attorney, but to attack Judge Merchan's entire family, basically putting a giant target on each and every one of them. After Donald Trump's arraignment on Tuesday, as we all know, he went back to Mar-a-Lago, gave his little speech, and he attacked the judge, he attacked the judge's wife, and he attacked the judge's daughter, who at one point worked for a group that was affiliated with the Kamala Harris campaign, later the Biden-Harris campaign. That is true, sure. But she didn't specifically work for the campaign. She worked for the group that was a part of that. So, it is important to make that distinction. But either way, Donald Trump Jr. tweeted out a Breitbart article that had a picture of the young woman, had her name and everything, basically saying, "Here she is, folks. Just letting you know." And we all know what they are trying to do. The judge knows what the Trump kids and Trump himself are trying to do with these attacks, because the judge specifically already called him out in court on Tuesday, telling him don't do the stupid things. Don't do anything that's going to, quote, incite people. The judge was well aware of how Donald Trump behaves. And he did issue that specific warning. Don't do anything that's going to incite people. Trump's lawyers tried to say, hey, he doesn't do that. And the judge's like, shut up. You don't do it either. But he did it anyway. And he went after the man's daughter. The people at Fox News have long told us, whenever a Republican's in office, that the children are off limits. Don't ever go after the children. Ever, ever, ever. And I agree with that, by the way. Now, Fox News doesn't care about that when it's Democrats in office, obviously, but this has crossed a line. They put a target on that young woman's back. They put a target on the judge's back. They put a target on the judge. They put a target on Alvin Bragg. The judge has options. The judge has options, by the way, far beyond a simple gag order that Donald Trump would not cooperate with anyway. And that's why I think the judge didn't immediately put one in place. One of the options, according to a legal expert, is that if Trump continues this, the judge actually legally can bar Donald Trump from participating in his own trial. That would be exceptionally damaging. And that is an option that could be on the table if Trump continues this. But I think we all know why Trump does these things. There is a reason he specifically named that judge by name last week before the arraignment ever even happened. His full name out there. Because he wants his people to, I don't know. We do know the judge has already gotten death threats. Alvin Bragg, of course, has already gotten death threats from rabid Trump supporters. So the threats are already happening. That's not something that we have to be afraid of happening in the future. It's something that is already happening. And you cannot convince me that that's not exactly what Donald Trump and Trump Jr., who posted the photo of this young woman, that that's not exactly what they want. They know what they're doing. But they may be in over their heads, because this time there are legal consequences and there are actions that judge can take. And I hope, for the sake of the judge and his family and Alvin Bragg and everybody, I hope the judge takes those steps sooner rather than later. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.